How do you know if you are good company? I have some signs and a little sprinkle here, a little sprinkle there, just to open up your mind to really wonder, am I good company? We're going to talk about it. Welcome everyone. Oh my goodness, it's Valentine's Day. It is Valentine's Day. Do you feel the love? Do you feel the love? It's come. I'm giving it to you. Feel it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Listen. Before I dive into this video, I am so y'all just be loving on me. Y'all need to stop. Don't you dare stop. Okay. I went and I looked at my other two videos and I was like, oh my goodness, are people really commenting? Yeah. I have said from the jump, I was like and comment, and nobody was commenting. But y'all did. Y'all started to comment and y'all started to like, and my views started to go up, and I am so grateful, y'all. I'm so grateful that y'all appreciate my work, my gifts, this energy. I'm giving it to you tonight or today, whenever you're watching it. It's daytime over here. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you. So first, thank you and welcome to all of my new subscribers. You are not followers because you don't need to be led, baby. You know what you know, okay? We in the right place together. But I'm so appreciative of you subscribing. My name is Shay. On this channel, I sip teas when I have it, because sometimes I'm not in the mood. But we sip healing tea, where I share some information with you on life, love, healing, and I just get more authentic with myself, and you get to watch me do it. Okay, stop. Don't let me. Listen, also, I have let it be known that I am walking into my truth as a spiritual advisor. It is a beautiful thing. I am grateful for it. I've had this gift for years. If you know me, you know me. Okay, if you know me, you know me. So if you do want to book a consultation with me, is it a consultation or is it just advisory? We're still getting the words together. You can click the link down in the description box and you can email me, whatever you want to do. We could lead from there, or is it go from there? I'm a little tongue-tied today, but bear with me. Love on me. It's Valentine's Day. Okay, we're sharing, not judging. All right. So I am alone on Valentine's Day. Don't cry. Don't do that. Keep that to yourself. It feels nice. And I'm not one of those people who's like, oh my gosh, I'm alone, but secretly I want somebody to take me on a date and love me. No, I am actually enjoying being by myself. Let me tell you why. Yeah, I am what we call good company. I am such good company that I like to be by myself more than I like to be with other people, because I'm such good company. And when you know that you're good company, you have this way of like, I don't want to be around everybody. Even though you know how to be around everybody, there's just this energy when you're by yourself. It's like, I want to keep this. So I took some notes on what makes you a good company. What makes you good company when you're by yourself or when you're with other people. Now, like I said, this is Valentine's today. So I don't celebrate holidays. Don't judge me. If you do, it's okay. I judged you first. Listen, it's like this. I understand holidays. I understand the concepts that they provide, but I do believe in love. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I believe in love. Love is real. Love is beautiful. So I decided to just love on me today. And as y'all know, I am single, but I'm enjoying it. I'm not saying that I don't need a man. I'm not saying any of that, but I do believe that you have to be your own good company before you start inviting people into your space. So if you want to know more about this video or watch this video, if you want to enjoy my energy on all of my other videos, I do hope and believe that you will subscribe, that you will like, and you will comment below on what you're doing on Valentine's Day. And as this video is over, I want to know, are you good company? Oh, wait. Before I dive in, y'all remember that video I did on love bombing? Y'all listen, because it's Valentine's Day. Don't be in these streets, y'all. Do not be in these streets booed up and the bomb is about to drop. Like they're lighting the bomb under the table. You just can't see it. Listen, I did a video. I will put that link in the description below about love bombing. And I also went a step ahead and added an ebook. Yes, your girl wrote an ebook for you. So it comes with a free checklist in the ebook. So you could be listening to what homie is saying. You like, yeah, is that gaslighting signs? I see. Oh, okay. And you could just check them off. And before that bomb drops, you can leave with no ash on your heart, okay? So don't forget to get that ebook, and let's dive on in. I hope you're feeling great. I am drinking some amazing tea. Let me tell you what tea I'm drinking. First off, can we just acknowledge the mug? Look at the mug. Okay, this mug is giving me love in life and all possibilities. I'm drinking this tea that is really good for improving white blood cells, which is keeping me well, because you know, the weather be nice, but you get sick when you look at someone. So I'm drinking yarrow, nettle, okay, Ignatia, okay. If you want the tea, let me know. I got you. We got each other. We gonna get it together. But it's so calming. And as I was drinking this tea, I was sitting in my living room and I was feeling all calm and I was feeling all sexy. And I was like, fuck it up, Shay, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up. And I was like, wait, I need to do a video because this energy is real. So here we are. Yeah, being alone, it's kind of like this. It's like it gives you mixed feelings, right? Because it can get so addictive if you do it correctly. You can start to really want to be alone all the damn time, to the point where you forget, like, oh, I gotta interact with other humans. I have to call my friends and my family, make sure they alive, but I really don't want to have deep conversations. Listen, I understand, because sometimes you just like to be in your space. Now, let me tell you this, and I know I'm talking to someone. For some of us, it took us so long to acknowledge that we're as dope as we believe we are, that when we finally awaken to our amazingness, our dopeness, our light, okay, our greatness, we really become more particular about who we enjoy it with. We become more picky on, do I really want to hang out with you because I want to hang out with you, or is it because you want to hang out with me? When you start to awaken to your energy and your gifts and your light and just being in your own space, and you know that it's a safe space to be in, you understand the assignment, which is when anybody comes into your space, they won't feel safe, right? So you got to be mindful on who you're going to allow in your space, which is why Spirit led me to do this video. How do you know if you are good company? And here are just some signs to let you know if you are good company. Now, granted, I'm not the type of person who's just going to say 5 signs, 10 signs, 8 signs. And then it's like, if I don't say these things, you start to question, what am I? Listen. You're not a follower. You're a leader. You know that you're good company because you are good company. Damn it. Hold it. Just hold it, okay? But these are some signs, just something to think about, because these signs can also help you if you're not good company within yourself, and it can also make you be mindful of the company you keep attracting to yourself, because you might not be good company. We attract what we really are. That's a free word. Take it, hold it, let's dive in. Number 1, you are an observer. Yeah, I realized that I was good company when I was by myself, when I started to not take things so personal. And if I started to take things personal, I would talk to myself and get out of that. I would start to be mindful, like, well, why am I taking it personal? Does it really affect me? And a lot of times it didn't. Nothing was happening to me. I started to realize that my thoughts would run crazy and it would go and go. And I had to stop and observe my thoughts. And one day I was just like, damn, I think some dark things. I was like, I think intensely. And as I was thinking, I was like, it's nice to be an observer of your thoughts. By becoming an observer, when you choose to be around other people, you don't take everything they say to heart either. You can observe them and analyze what they're saying instead of holding it and allowing it to take root in you. So being by myself and acknowledging that I am good company, I first had to acknowledge that I don't take things to heart like I used to. Okay, that took work to realize that it's wiser and it's better to be an observer than always receiving everything and taking it as face value, holding it in my heart chakra or my root chakra. And whenever I would be around people, I would just be so heavy because I was holding everything. Be an observer. It makes the journey lighter, I promise. Number 2, you can be alone, but you're not lonely. You realize that you really like to talk to yourself. I'm kidding. Yep, you see this mug? Hold on, let me overthink this. I would be by myself and I would just be overthinking, and I would give myself this freedom to overthink and feel and whatever. And I would feel so crowded in my room or in my living room, and I would be alone. But I would feel crowded because I would talk to myself and I would feel the energy of spirit just loving on me and giving me kisses. And I would feel the ancestors just around me. I have my plants, and it started to feel like I know that I am by myself. Like I don't see nobody. But why do I feel so much love? Why do I feel so much security here? Why do I feel like somebody's just walking by, just blowing me kisses? And that was something that you have to experience when you're by yourself to understand what I mean. When you are by yourself and you don't feel lonely, it's a superpower, because you start to realize you could do certain things that other people can't, because you're not looking for the next high of somebody calling you to go out. Because you have this energy where you provide enough for yourself, and you welcome spiritual energy to come in and give you whatever else you're looking for. And it also allows you to be more comfortable when you are around people and it's time to separate. You're not so needy and codependent when they leave. You're not like, oh my gosh, you're leaving me. You kind of accept it, like, okay, I'll see you when you get back. Because you know that when you're left alone, you're in your good company, because you're not lonely. You do the things that you like to do. I read my books, I burn my incense, I make my teas. I'm a big researcher. I love to learn things. So you start to tap into you, and it creates a safe space for when you become interactive with other people. You don't have to feel like you have to perform or pretend for these people, because you've learned that being alone does not make you feel lonely. Therefore, when you're around other people, you don't have to act out for their attention, because you provide your own. Okay, take it. That was a mouthful. Rewind that. Rewind. Next, this is a big one. One of the big ones. They're all big ones. You trust, not just listen. You trust your intuition. While being alone, I have had so many intuitive thoughts come to me. Some of them I bounced on, some of them I threw in the trash. All of them I was acknowledging, like, okay, I see. The ones that I trusted really led me further. When I felt this intuition of, Shaylee, you should probably sit down and just breathe. I did that and I felt good. When it was like, this person is texting you, but they're not giving you anything different than what they did before, you should stop. And I had to stop. Being by yourself, when you know you're in good company with yourself, you strengthen your ability to trust your intuition. You strengthen your ability to silence out the noise and really go inside. And that is something that I feel like a lot of the world is not doing, and that's why so many people are running to be outside, running to be amongst people that they really don't like, because they really don't know how or have the strength to really trust their intuition. They don't have the faith to trust their intuition. It's kind of like this. I never understood how people can pray to God, yet they don't have faith in themselves. It's kind of like, do you really believe that your prayer is getting to where it needs to get to? I just never understood that. How can you not have faith in you or trust your intuition, but you're going to speak something and believe that it's going to get answered? You have to first believe that you are the answer, and when it goes further, it's just going to be expedited. Ooh, that's a word. Take that too. Rewind that. So being alone, being in your own company, you have to learn how to trust your intuition, because you're by yourself. You're not outside asking everybody. You have to now be able to say, I got myself in this. I did this. This is where I'm at. This is where I want to go. How do I get there? And when you come inside you and you trust your intuition, you give it space to be as big as it needs to be and lead you, it actually helps with depression. It helps with sadness. It helps with intense feelings, because you're trusting you. The reality is, a lot of the healing to your problems is you trusting your intuition, trusting that you are capable. And I don't want to put so much pressure, because I know some people are like, well, what if I don't trust myself? Oh my gosh. And I got to rely on myself. I don't know how. I'm not gonna cut you open and just leave you out to bleed like that. What I'm saying is, find the thing that you believe in. If it's a religion, if it's spirituality, whatever it is, you can use that, but also know that you have to be able to create peace inside and listen to your intuition to guide you wherever you need to go. That is one of the foundations of being in good company, because even when you are with other people, if you are around somebody who don't trust their intuition, they trying to lead you, y'all both gonna fall into a ditch somewhere. So as long as you around some crazy folks, but you trust your intuition's gonna say, baby, these folks is crazy, it's time to go. And if you've been alone long enough, you'll be able to trust your intuition enough and not play with it and be like, well, I'm gonna stay and hang out with them. And it's like, no, I heard my intuition. My intuition said I should go, and you leave. Okay. Number 4, you can validate your damn self. Listen. Let me sip for that. We are living in a world, y'all, where everybody is seeking outside validation from everybody who don't know how to validate them damn selves. Catch it. We're living in a world where you have to be able to wake up and validate yourself. And I'm going to do a video on validation. I don't know, we'll see. Because we need to understand that validation is a need for when you, from birth to the age of 7, and you need to be validated. You need to be rewarded. You need to be congratulated. You need to have support and know that you can survive. These are root chakra foundations. So seeking validation is not bad. But what I mean is, because you're alone and you're in your own company, you know what you need, right? You're aware. And the only way you're aware and you know what you need is if your root chakra is open and it's expressive. You know how to get your needs. You know how to obtain your needs. You know what your needs are, right? And when you're by yourself and you're in your own company, what happens is you start to understand, like, I am beautiful, I am powerful, I can do this, I can go to the movies by myself, I can drive, I can do this. Because what you're doing is you're validating yourself, not according to what the world says you should do. Yeah, I am 30 with no kids and I'm not married. The world would say, Shayla, you way behind. But I had to realize I am validating myself. I have my reasons why certain things happen. I am aware that I had to come into myself, and I came into myself a little bit later due to a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, a lot of family issues, a lot of family dynamics that I didn't even know about. But I also had to be gracious to myself and gentle to myself and compassionate to myself to realize that I'm at a stage now where I have the power to validate myself. And when you have the power, or when you start to validate yourself when you're by yourself, when you get around other people, you start to move a little different. You don't seek them to tell you anything. You don't seek them to validate you. You don't seek them to do too much, because you have enough. Now, let's get it straight. Let's just put a pin in this real quick. When you're dating, I feel like you should be validated. I do. I believe when you're married, when you're in a relationship, there should be some form of validation, because I'm not going to be with you and you're not going to let me know what's up. It's not, no. I want to know. I want to know. And y'all can say that's the ego boost. I don't care what it is. I want to know. Oh, we gonna know that we know what we knowing, okay? But when you're by yourself, you need to be able to pour into your cup. You need to watch that thing overflow. You need to be able to have a pitcher aside just in case the thing starts getting low, because you need to understand, like, you validate you are your own source. And when you get tired and your water pitch is empty, that's when you go to source and you ask for a refill. But first and foremost, you have to be able to look at yourself and say, I validate me. And how do you validate you do the things that people said you couldn't do. You rewire your thinking based off of what other people instilled in you. You start to question it. You start to seek and you start to search. You start to question. Well, somebody said that I was a know-it-all. Am I a know-it-all? Somebody said that I was egotistical. Am I egotistical? You start to question, and then when you start to break down those walls and everything, you start to validate yourself, like, I am all that I am. And that doesn't mean you only acknowledge all of the butterflies and the heart-shaped kisses. No, you acknowledge, like, yes, I do get angry. Yes, I do. I can be very selfish. Yes, and you own all of it, because unfortunately we live in a world where it's like nobody wants to acknowledge that shadow side. But the more you deny the dark parts of you, the more they get bigger and they become more intense, and then they can scare you when they come out. Your girl right here, she's never out of character, ever. What you see is what you get, period. I'm bubbly. I have my mood moments. I'm excited. I could be very shy, but never out of character. Everything that you see is Shayla being Shayla. Hold that. Because some of y'all be trying to be everything for everybody, and then it's like you get lost. Validate yourself. Understand who you be, how you be, in the essence and the wholeness of you. That means the good, the bad, the ugly. When your hair is acting crazy and you can't find your eyelash and your voice sounds real raspy in the morning, you better love all of that. Validate you. That's good company. And when you can validate you, you can create space for other people to feel validated around you. Okay? Last but not least, this is probably my favorite. You create a safe space. Yeah. Ooh, it dripped on me. Yeah, I am an advocate for safe spaces. I realized that I was great company, not by creating a safe space for myself, actually. I realized that I was a safe space because other people started to tell me this. Time out. If you are enjoying this video, if you are liking it, do not forget to like and subscribe. Comment below on all of these numbers or all of these signs to let me know which one really resonated with you, okay? Now let's get back in. Like I told you, I had a lot of, not issues, but I was battling with myself, like being authentic, trying to please, trying to find validation from the world, seeking love and approval. I wasn't a troubled child, but I was just a seeker. I couldn't find me, right? I started to hang out with people and I started to see how people would respond with me. And as I got older, people really loved to be around me. People like to be at my space. And sometimes I would just be like, I didn't want to be around people. I would just want to be home by myself in my own space. And I remember this one time, this guy had said, "You're like home to me." And I thought that was so romantic. I'm like home, but he kept his home dirty. I'm not gonna go that deep. So he didn't really take care of his home, but he said it. And at that time it was sweet. And then I started realizing my homegirls would always want to come to me and be like, "Shayla, you want to go out?" And I started to be like, oh, okay, I guess I create safe spaces. It really hit me when I started to take a moment, and when people would do wrong by me, how I would move with them. And I was like, wow, I'm a dope person, because I could have shanked it. I'm sorry, flashback. I'm a good person. And I was like, I realized I started to create safe spaces because the more I started to listen to people and help them with their moments and their life and advise them, a spiritual advisor, click it and I got you. I started to realize that I could use that energy on me. And the more I started to internalize that and create safe spaces for me, I started to become more colorful, get my plants in order, started working out, started researching how to keep the body in alignment, started researching being an authentic person. What does that look like? I started to question my family, question my lifestyle. I started to become curious about me, and that's how I actually created a safe space. Creating a safe space when you're by yourself is so important, because when you go out into the world, it can be very scary and you can feel like there are no safe spaces in the world. So when you come back into you, you know, like, whenever I am with me, this is a safe space. This is safe. And safeness looks like you give yourself space to cry, to feel your feels, to honor yourself, to be compassionate with yourself. When you make a mistake, you don't call yourself crazy and stupid and why didn't you and this and that. You say, you know what, I did it and these are the reasons why. And I don't plan to do it again, but I give myself love and compassion and I show myself grace now because it's happening now. Yeah. Creating a safe space, I feel like that is like my thing. I create safe spaces for people. I create safe spaces for myself. And see, that's the beauty. When you can create a safe space for yourself, people can realize it. People can see it and they want to kind of be in your safe space with you. Red flag. Don't let everybody in your safe space, because baby, I know that you cry for that safe space. I know that in your safe space, that's your true vulnerability, and not everybody needs to be there, because some people can taint it and leave crumbs of their darkness in your safe space, and we ain't got time for that, okay? So you want to be mindful of that, but you also want to embrace your safe space, because your safe space is your safe space. Your safe space is your temple, acknowledging, like, just because you can be outside doing what you do, you don't need to, because it's your safe space. You want to keep it clean, you want to keep it nice, you want to keep her happy, okay? Your safe space is your mind. You want to make sure that you're thinking positive thoughts, and even if some dark thoughts seek in or leak into your mind, you created such a safe space where you don't even judge them. You're an observer, okay? You're like, wow, I'm observing that I really believe I can't do it, but I can. Let me do it, okay? So these are some signs that you can ask yourself, do I do these things? Do I do? And listen, don't get caught up on these signs. Yeah, I don't do it because you ain't a follower. You don't do it. Just be gentle. Overall, be gentle with yourself, because you can become your own great company. And if you don't know where to start, you can look at these signs for reference, or you could just sit down and just see how you feel for like 30 minutes in your own energy. Are you jittery? Do you not want to be by yourself? Do you not like to be in your own space? Because let me tell you this. Why would you really believe other people want to be with you if you can't be with you? Why would you believe that other people want to do things with you if you don't want to do things with you? It doesn't make sense. I had to get truthful with myself and say, I want a successful relationship. I want a successful business. I want successful friends. I want a certain lifestyle. And in order to get that lifestyle, I had to really become my own good company, so that whenever I am around people, it's like I'm not morphing into their energy and they're not morphing into mine, but there's a safeness all around, because I know that I'm good company. And what's beautiful about knowing that you're good company, when people leave you, I'm talking about when people break up with you and your friends don't want to deal with you, when things are just happening, your family just disowns you, when you know that you are good company, you know that you stand on the foundation of you, and you have planted strong rooted seeds in the dirt, so you are 100% grounded in your authenticity. Okay, I hope that this video gave you some insight. I hope that you have forget hope. We don't do hope. We know. I know that this video was insightful, okay? Because I did it, and you're here. And for you to still be here at the end of this video, that means that I am doing what I need to do, and I'm doing it well, baby, because that's what I do. This is what good company looks like. That's what it looks like. And that's what it look like. So if you like this video, do like, subscribe, comment, share, comment, and let me know what were your favorites. But also be gentle with you, because you are your good company, okay? I said so. And this is what good company look like. Peace.